Weren't
But
you really excited about the Barbie movie?
yeah, no way, the Barbie movie, that's crazy. Let's watch
You said
Barbie
you were
movie.
so excited to watch it
Yeah,
for your
Mace was
seventh
dressed in
time.
pink that
So
day.
excited to watch Barbie
Mace was
movie, guys.
dripped in with the
Yeah.
pink.
Did you say you were gonna watch it for your seventh time yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, your seventh
Actually,
time
my
in the
ninth.
theaters.
It was my
Oh yeah, your
ninth
ninth.
time,
That's right, because it's your ninth birthday. Good night, everybody. Today we are back with the Monday Night Movie Club. Today I'm here with myself, Aiden,
Vivek.
In Mace.
Mace Moyer, indeed. And today we are going to be talking about the movie Gran Turismo. Vivek, sorry. Would you like to start us off with the summary?
Yeah. So the summary is there's a kid named Juan, and he's pretty much playing a game, a simulator called Gran Turismo, and he's one of the top. And in the movie, it showed that he's one of the top players, and and his dad wasn't really supportive of him pursuing that, but he is. So he gets accepted into him and like a bunch of some other players who do this who play Gran Turismo get accepted in an academy to actually drive real cars like on the racetrack, and then he kind of builds a career out of that, and he ends up like becoming like, I think in the end he becomes the best in the world, and it just like shows how he came. It just shows how he came from just being like a gamer to being being an actual race car driver.
What scenes stood out to you most, you guys? What scenes stood out to you the most? For me, I'd say probably I like the scene when Juan crashed. I thought it was very realistic and loud. I mean, I'm not saying like it was the coolest part of the movie, but I'm just saying like it was just pretty awesome. Nissans.
Yeah, those are nice. A scene that stood out to me was when the CG they had like really good CGI. Could like when he was like driving the car, they had like a really good CGI to like bring him back to the simulator, and then they brought him back to like real life. Like they did really good CGI and like effects for that. And also another scene that stood out to me was like the like all the different kinds of cars they had. Those are like really cool.
A scene that stood out to me was the race between everyone in the academy, where Juan just barely won. And I liked it because the Nissan GTRs they used were so nice looking. I liked them a lot.
Do you think the movie was trying to convey any messages, being like, I don't know, just messages in what you see in a lot of movies now these days with family and sibling stuff?
Yeah. I think a message would be to follow your dreams, I guess, because Juan's dad kept saying that he was never going to become a racer and he should stop playing Gran Turismo and get a job and stuff. But he kept playing Gran Turismo, and he was one of the best, and that's what sent him to Le Mans, which is like a 24-hour race.
Yeah. Any common themes for you, Vivek?
I would say like I had the same theme as like Aiden. It's just really all about following your dreams, because like it just started off with him in his room playing like a simulator, and then he came out and he turned out to be one of the best racers. So it just shows that if you like follow your dreams, you'll go places.
I think
it wasn't easy for him.
I think we all have the same answer. I was thinking too, just follow your dreams, follow your childhood dreams, if you have a chance. I mean, if you have any chance in your life to do something, then you must take it and not just sit back. But I think what it means to follow your dreams, not just meaning like, I mean, you have a thought like, hey, I want to be a a jet fighter or something. It means like in a way that if you have a chance to do something big and you have the right opportunities and the right possibilities, and you should try to drive it and not just sit back in a way, or just go through all the steps to taking that dream.
I agree with what Mace said for that.
I also agree with that.
It's kind of like the first one. Instead of messages, I think it's now we have themes. Any common themes that you see? Did you see in the movie? I'll take it first. I'd say forgiveness, because at the end of the movie you could probably see it coming, but when he finally became a race car driver, Juan's dad said sorry to him for not not kind of help him pursue his dreams, and just telling him to stop and get a normal job, but instead he did. So he said sorry, and I wasn't doing it. I wasn't being right and helping you out along the path. In the academy race, there's a really mean racer that crashed multiple times throughout the academy and the training. Forgot his name, but he said sorry. Also, in a certain part of the movie. Oh yeah. Well, in the crash, yeah, he crashed through the movie, which happened in real life. He accidentally killed someone, and I remember in the movie, the mechanic, he said, in being a race car driver, you could die, or even worse, make someone else die. So that's what he did, and that's probably what the worst part. I mean, for me, I'd rather be the one dying than someone else dying, but that would have really made him quit race car driving, because I mean, if you did that, there'd be a lot of people against you at that time too. So he had to
One
keep going.
like a major common theme that I know that I recognize like throughout the movie is a sibling rivalry, because throughout the movie, like at the beginning, like the dad was like kind of looking or like being more caring for like Juan's brother, because his dad was like, because Juan's brother was like a some kind of elite soccer player, and like Juan's dad wanted him soccer. It was soccer.
You could say soccer or football.
So goofy.
So his dad was not really was supporting his brother a lot, but not really Juan, and that was kind of like a sibling rivalry, because the dad believed in his brother, because he thinks that like the brother can do more with his career, but his son Juan can't. So it just shows that about sibling rivalry, about like it kind of shows which sibling's better, or which one gets more attention by like.
I think two common themes were rivalry and friendship. I think rivalry, just in general, is one, because like what Vivek just said about with his brother and his dad, not really liking, but just doing more with his brother, even though he did offer to do a lot with Juan, but he was just harder on Juan. You could call it tough love, I guess, but rivalry with everyone, really, because like, I mean, you're racing, so of course there is, but there's one person in specific who really hated Juan and almost tried to hit him, and almost did hit him multiple times.
He was driving a golden Lambo too. That's a pretty nice color.
They hated him because he was like a gamer, so I don't know. They just took it personally, but also just during all the races, really, because like it's racing, it's competitive. And I think friendship, because even after with the academy, even after beating everyone, everyone there was still like friends after, and they didn't hate each other because they didn't win the race. They were still friends even after losing to Juan.
Uh, did you guys see there's any biblical themes in the movie or stories that relate to the movie that you were thinking of? No? Well,
No.
I would think it's not too much, but Noah, in a way that everyone was against him and told him he couldn't do it, and that it wasn't going to happen. Being his dad and his brother and the mechanic and all these other racers on the racetrack, said he would not be able to do it until he did, and it was true. So, yeah, turn the page here. Oh yeah, it is. It's a pretty major biblical theme. Uh, is there anything else you want to discuss that you saw in the movie that was cool or related to something?
I guess so. Juan was like very. He showed a lot of sportsmanship, good sportsmanship, and even after like winning the academy race, like yeah, he celebrated, but he didn't rub it in everyone else's face. Like, well, of course, it cut before he could do that, but he didn't do that. He was just excited that he won, and he wasn't like going up to people, I won and you lost. So showing good sportsmanship.
I thought this isn't in the movie, but I just want to say because it's pretty cool. The real Juan in real life, not for his last name because it's really long, but the real Juan was the stunt man for the Juan actor in the movie in a race car, which I thought that's pretty cool.
Yep. And this was all based on a true story.
Yep. Vivek, is there anything you want to discuss that happened in the movie?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
I would say the father. I would say the father was. I would say that the father was wrong because at the end, Juan did make it up, like made it to the top, and he proved how he was the best.
I'd say he's both right and wrong. Because, I mean, yeah, obviously he's wrong because what he said wasn't true what happened, but probably 1%, because that's like such a kid's dream, I'm going to say myself, to be like a race car driver, be an astronaut, or to be a jet pilot, I don't know. But probably I'm not putting this against anyone, but 1% of probably people who have this childish dream and are trying to go at it through a video game is probably not going to make it. I'm say that, so it's pretty tough.
It takes like you could tell by the movie that like it takes like a lot of luck. It took like Juan and like even all the other like people in the academy who used to be like who used to just play the game and then started becoming real race car drivers. Like it took a lot of luck. Like it was because it's like what were the chances like now these days there's so many kids who play those simulator games. What is the chances that now like a company like Nissan or some other car company is just gonna like start an academy for those kids to start driving like real race cars? It was just like they got very, very lucky. Not just luck. Yeah, they did have to work hard, but like first, like even like, but the chances of like somebody starting like an academy like that, or like even like somebody calling you up, oh, let's do this academy because you play game, because you just play this game. That's still like a lot of luck to get like called up like that.
I mean, yeah, you have to be the right person at the right time and the right chance. So someone just to say, hey, we're starting this academy. If you're the best, you can do it.
So what separated him from everyone else, making him rise to the top and making him better than everyone else?
I think he had a lot more grit and more willpower. Those are the people. I mean, yeah, like they're good, but they didn't win the race. Another one in motivation. Motivation is a good one.
Yep.
Mhm. Uh, Guessing people watching this video right now are probably waiting the whole video. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this movie?
And why? I would rate this movie a 9, no, 8.72 out of 10.
That's crazy.
because because I mean it's a racing thing, and I like cars, and they had a lot of cool cars, but I think it also had plenty of action, but it also had a good message and good story to it as well. It was just an overall good movie, like just everywhere, just in general, a good movie.
I'm gonna rate it a 9, because like Aiden, the movie was so balanced for everything, and because a lot of movies nowadays, I think, since they have all that CGI stuff now, like in the 80s and 90s, they didn't have so much CGI stuff, so they focus a lot more on the story and the the cooler baseline stuff. But nowadays, they just have like so much cool stuff that are gonna say we're gonna make 2% of the movie the story, and like 98 the rest percent just all just crazy CGI scenes. Yeah,
Kind of like a Marvel movie.
yeah, like
the
the other
newer
ones we
Marvel
watched
movies.
in DC. But this movie, you could see they really tried to balance it out. It's a true story, so they already have that basis of what happened, but they really I think they did a good job with this one for modern movies. I mean, it's not classic, but it's pretty close, I'd say, for me.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate the movie probably like a 9 or like a 9.5. But I would probably give it like a 9.5 because for like a while I've been like all the new movies that have been like coming out in theaters, it wasn't, they didn't have a good storyline, and just like May said, it was just a bunch of like CGI, but it never really caught your interest. Like this like movie had a good like story. Like yes, it had a lot of action and like cool cars, which caught like my interest. But like another thing that caught my interest was like that got me interested was like how good the story was, and also probably because it was a true story. But they still like actually made it interesting than just adding a bunch of effects, and that was one thing I liked.
Yeah. Would you guys recommend this film?
Um, yes, I would recommend this film to anyone really, cause I don't know, I just like it a lot, especially car fans. There's a lot of cool cars in it, like the Nissan GTRs and the cars they used in the last race, like the Le Mans. I forget what it was called though, but they look really cool. I like them a lot.
I would definitely recommend this film for like if it's still in theaters, I would definitely recommend watching this because it had there's not many movies in theaters that are coming out that really caught my interest, or like, and not a lot of other people, I don't think they enjoyed other movies that are in theaters, but this one did, so I would recommend watching it.
Yeah, I'd recommend it too.
I would.
Um,
I'm just excited for movies in general. I like movies.
a new movie that like I'm excited to watch that's coming out is like the new Hunger Games.
You.
I honestly don't know. I don't really keep track up to new movies coming out. I don't really remember a lot of the trailers. I mean, I saw that Hunger Games one, but that didn't pique my interest because I'm guessing it's probably not going to be good.
This
the la-
is
the
the
last
podcast of the year. So if you want to sponsor us for next year, leave a comment down below with your product name, your email, and your product name, and your phone number. If you want to sponsor us, and I know you do. So scroll down that little bit and go leave that comment. I just said the product name, your email, and your phone number and your product. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.